All right, so let's talk about it. So, one of the biggest YouTubers on this platform, somebody who has millions upon millions of subscribers, millions upon millions of fans, has inspired probably over the last 2 years more people to probably start on YouTube than anyone else, has decided to call it quits on his vlog. And I have some interesting thoughts and feelings on that. Unless you took the weekend off, you probably heard, since you're watching this video, that Casey Neistat decided to quit vlogging and is going to be moving on to other things. He's not quitting YouTube, he's not leaving the platform. Despite what anybody might be telling you, YouTube is not dying, and this is not a reaction to that. The timing of all this is really interesting because just yesterday, less than probably 24 hours since I put out this video, I put out a video about not quitting YouTube and about the reasons why people quit, and a lot of it had to do with burnout or not being challenged enough or moving on to a different phase in life or things that might be going on mentally and emotionally with people. And it's just interesting because, Casey, I think, is quitting vlogging for all the right reasons. I think it takes more guts than people realize. And this is not a suck up kind of thing. This is like legit, because I think what a lot of you neglect, and I think Casey brought this up in his video, is the fact that Casey was a YouTuber before he was a vlogger, and he was a filmmaker before he was a YouTuber. I think that really resonated with me because, unlike a lot of people on this platform, one, I'm a little older, not unlike Casey. I didn't get started in YouTube a decade ago like a lot of the other people that are on this platform that are my age. I'm in my early 30s. The thing is, I had a career before YouTube, but I was also making videos and posting them on the internet a whole 6 years plus before YouTube was ever invented. Yeah, I was posting videos back in the days of LimeWire and BearShare, for those of you who even know what that is. Kudos to you, kudos to all of the old heads out there, like when things were really sucky. Dial-up, AOL 6.0, that gang. Yeah, that. Remember when a 20 meg video file was a lot? Casey's been doing daily vlogging for almost 18 months straight. That is more consistency and more content than the far majority of people on this platform. That is more consistency than the far majority of people doing really anything. But for those who really haven't done something major or creative before YouTube, they don't really understand, I think, where Casey and where a lot of other creators that are either pivoting, changing their content, taking a break from YouTube, or leaving the platform altogether, I don't think people understand where they're coming from. As somebody with a background in design and photography and video that predates anything I ever did on YouTube or even anything I ever did on the internet, I get it, because the thing is, creatives always need another mountain to climb. Comfort kills creativity faster than anything. And if you've ever been a fan of mine, you've watched me, then I've talked about this repeatedly, about why people give up, why people quit, how to avoid it, and that you have to do other things, and you have to recharge your creative, batteries. You have to stretch your creative muscles. And if you're doing the same thing and you built a system and a formula for it day in and day out, day in and day out, if you're a creative, that's kind of torture for you a little bit. And then two, you get bored. And then three, you don't grow that way. You only grow by doing things that you're going to fail at as a creative, and failing fast and getting over it. And then you get to the good stuff. And that's why I said it's a gutsy move for Casey, is because not everyone's going to love this. Not everyone's going to be a fan of it, despite the fact that what many of you think. There are a lot of people who are just going to be like, okay, I'm done with Casey now. There are a lot of people who thought that this was clickbait as per usual. And so, there were a lot of skeptics, and there are going to be a lot of people who are going to just kind of play the wait and see game. And that's fine. But creatively, you can't be afraid to just do new things. That is actually part of what is quote unquote killing YouTube. It's people doing copycat content. It's people not stretching themselves creatively. It's people who are afraid to take a punch, who are afraid to put out a video that flops. They're so terrified at the idea that no one will watch, no one will pay attention, no one will acknowledge it, that they're either doing things that pander to the lowest common denominator, they're doing things that are clickbait, or they're doing things that are a ripoff or a one-off or a Me Too type of video, instead of just doing something cool on their own. The reason that Casey was successful in this platform and in vlogging, something that everybody under the sun was still already doing, and is because he did something that was different and game-changing, because he brought his perspective and creativity as a filmmaker, as somebody who wanted to do something interesting and wanted to also show an interesting life that they were living. He brought that to the table, and he did it in an interesting and unique way. And so you can't really mimic that success by just copying Casey. I keep telling people that they need to take what he's put on the table and be inspired by it. And even in him quitting vlogging, we should take some inspiration from that and realize that it's okay to change. It's okay to do something different, regardless of whether people accept it, regardless of whether people want something else from you. You only have your own life to live, and you have to live it on your own terms, and that means you don't cater to everybody. You do you, and if people love you for it, then great. That's what YouTube at its core is really all about. I mean, it's about, and that's why I think the value of vlogging is, it's like we actually have a platform where you can be yourself and be wildly successful just doing the crazy, fun, stupid stuff that you enjoy and that you love, or just talking about things. I mean, really, you can just talk about things and it's okay. It's nuts. I mean, that's why, Andre from Black Nerd Comedy is successful. That's why Swoozy is successful. That's why Philip DeFranco is successful, is they're being themselves. And I think that in a lot of ways, we should take inspiration from the fact that, like, Casey's just living his life, and the next phase of his life is not vlogging. It's finding a way to challenge himself as a filmmaker and as a video creator. And I think that whatever comes next is going to be great, because there will be so many people. If Casey was able to get so many people into vlogging, and we have so many unique and interesting creators that are out there that rose up that we might have never seen if Casey hadn't inspired them. There are a lot of photographers here on YouTube that are raising the bar, and people are going after it. Gary Vaynerchuk is raising the bar for the online marketing community and for entrepreneurs and hustlers. There's just so much. I mean, there's so many people out there just doing inspiring things on this platform. And I think we can't get hung up on them doing what we want, because the reality is, I think more than anything, they're doing what we need. And we also need to allow them to explore and to do other things and to grow, so that we can grow right along with them. And so my reaction to this whole Casey quitting vlogging thing is, well, good for you, Casey. Thank you for sharing 18 months of your amazing life with us. Thank you for inspiring most of us to step it up. And then for the people who are just entertained, they've still got plenty to be entertained by you from, and there's a lot of content that you've put out, and I know there's other great things that are coming, and they'll be a little different, they'll probably be a little weird, and it's okay. That's what makes life interesting, is when we've got new stuff. Every day is a different day. Like I said, comfort kills, and I think there's just too many people who are just getting comfortable with the way things are and settling in and strapping. I want a roller coaster ride. I want new stuff every day. I want to be surprised every day. And as a creator, I'm trying every single day to fail and to get punched, because that's the only way you grow. Everybody wants the championship belt. Nobody wants to go 3 rounds with Clubber Lang. Shout out to all my 80s kids that actually know that reference. Everybody's got something unique to bring to the table, and you need to bring your unique stuff to the table. You don't need to copy Casey or me or anybody else out there. You gotta run your own race. You know, when I was in track, you know what we used to say? It's like, you know what? Beating other people is cool. Beating yourself is better, because you're just running against your best time. So try to do something better than what you did yesterday. And again, that's what I think Casey's out to do. I think he's like, okay, I figured out a formula. This thing is cookie cutter now. It's time to push myself. It's time to climb another mountain. It's time to get back into the ring and take a punch. And you know what? Kudos. Ironically, I've been inspired by Casey and a bunch of other people. I met some amazing people at Vlogger Fair. I've met some amazing people on my other trips. People like my friend Sarah Dici, and you know what? A lot of them have inspired me to actually do just a little bit more vlogging, so that when things happen in the world or things happen to me, I can just talk to you guys like this and have a conversation about it, and I can see what you guys think in the comments, and then we can have a back and forth, because there is a value to that. I mean, the only real way to kind of get to know a person is talking to them every week, and so I think that in that regard, there's a huge value to vlogging, because we get to know another human being in a way that we would never get to know them, because we're cut off by geography or something like that. So a window into the life of another person that might inspire you in some way to live your best life is a very valuable thing, and I think that's why so many people are upset by Casey leaving. I'm not going to say that I wouldn't be looking forward to another year of vlogs from Casey, because I absolutely would, but as a creative, I get it, and I'm trying to push myself too. That's actually why, interestingly enough, I've gotten into doing a little bit more vlogging. Got a cheap vlogging camera for that. That's going to be pretty cool. And even why I challenge myself to see, well, what could I do with a smartphone that might inspire other people to just pick up their smartphone and go for it, but at the same time do something I'm super comfortable with. And that's why I did the Dear Entrepreneur series, and why I'm still going to be doing the Dear Entrepreneur series. So again, there's all kinds of things that we can learn from this wild ride that Casey's taken us on for 18 months. And I think it's not time to jump ship. I think it's time to sit back, wait and see what the man does. And I know that it's going to inspire a lot more creatives to do really cool stuff. And it's going to probably push the envelope in a way we haven't seen yet on this platform. So if anything, I think that 2017, the ante has been upped. I think things are going to get a lot more interesting. Anyway, I'd love to know what you guys are thinking about Casey Neistat quitting vlogging. Also, PewDiePie was doing a new vlog and he decided to quit too. Also, are you guys afraid of my weird psychic powers because I did a video about quitting YouTube a day before two major YouTubers decided to announce that they're quitting vlogging? Let me know that stuff in the comment section. Anyway, like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome stuff on the channel. Vlogging is something I probably am going to do a little bit more of on Sunday, but with the holidays coming around, things could get interesting, so we'll see. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, create something awesome today. You too, Casey.